Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Very good morning.
As you know all, this is Roshan Kumar from Calcutta Public School. Now going to take in-house training, and the topic that we have today is a very interesting topic, and I think you all will love to go with this topic. This one is effective communication skill, and all of you better understand, wherever we are working or if we are a human being, so definitely this a skill we should have. Without this one, we cannot be proper in any of the actions or any of the thing. Like if you are a teacher, you must have this one. If you are an office going one, you must have this one. Why not if you are a fruit seller, you must have this one, because without this you cannot call yourself professional in any of the job. It's really the nice thing, nice topic, and I hope if you all pay your proper attention to this one, if you listen it carefully, then it will really change your mind of doing anything, of meeting the people, and of course being a good in your surroundings. People will love to listen to you if you are actually in this. If you have a rightly effective communication skill, that will make you an extraordinary person. And who in these days, who do not want to be extraordinary? See, teachers, communication that actually fills the gap between two persons. Whether I'm talking to student or we are talking to any professional person, we have only thing that can just fill the gap between us, that is this part, effective communication. If you have a better communication, definitely you are an extraordinary man. So now we have a lots of point to discuss, we have a lots of thing to tell you, and I think it will be a very fruitful session for all of you. From the very beginning that I will start, that I will tell you, so you all have to see from the beginning. I am telling you, teachers, what is actually communication, why we need it, why this session I told you this will change you. In you it will bring a nice pointing, a nice life skill. I think you all have visited to any shop. From the beginning, as a very common man, I am telling you why this communication is needed. You all have attended to any people, you have all just met to anyone or any shop. Suppose you went there, you tried to buy something, but when you ask the price, you might not be satisfied to that one. At that time, what you say? Definitely you ask for something, and at that time, if the shopkeeper or if the man you are meeting gets busy on argument, where there is argument, I think you should understand that man has a zero communication level. Argument means the communication levels turns into zero. The man has zero communication level. So you all should understand, if somebody is telling to you anything, if somebody is just trying to put in your mind something, you must listen to them properly, because listening is the only thing that teaches us, that actually tells us what is communication.
एक meeting.
Once I told you, this time just I told you, teachers, listening Now you can understand for listening and for speaking, which is more important. Can any one of you tell me? Even God has gifted you to understand this thing. We have 2 ears. You can see we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You know why?
To be a good listener.
Really, to be a good listener, we have 2 ears. We must listen everything properly, and we should speak in a less amount. We should not speak too much, because speaking too much brings argument, and arguments means you have a zero speaking level. You have a zero communication level. Teachers, why not you are talking to? I told you, why not you are talking to a salesman on road? You cannot argument. If you are arguing to them, you are zero in that. Yes, maybe you are not liking to someone's wordings. Maybe you are not liking to someone at that place, at that time. What is the thing that will drop down the communication? If somebody is saying, did you understand me? Acha, nice. Our wording, how I am talking to them, how I am replying to them, our curiosity to understand the things, that actually enlightens the things. And for a better communication, what we should have? How can we be a well communicator? Can you please give your opinion? How can we be a good communicator? What we should have? Only question, what should we have to understand a good communicator? I'm telling you, now this is the thing. We should understand the motive of the men that or whom we are going to talk. Actually, what they want to us. What are their motives? First, we should understand their words. If the man in front of you is talking completely, they are continue speaking and speaking, you are not listening to them. You cannot understand the motives, what he wants to say. So definitely you should go to the man in front of you. If you are actually trying to go in his or her mind, you can understand what actually he wants to you and what he wants to give you, what you want to take to them, everything you will understand. That is why it is said that you must be a good communicator. It is the only thing that will present you before the people. So before beginning to the sessions, I told you all of these things, teachers. Now I will tell you from the beginning, what is that? And the definition says, the process of communication is what allows us to interact with other people. See, interaction, body language, listening, ideas, our everything in our, in our physique, whatever we have, it's just a part of good communication. Suppose somebody is saying to you, you are just showing none of the interest there. You must have a proper interest to see. Interaction with interest. Interaction that comes with interest. One of your friend, suppose one of your friends said, yes, yesterday I had gone to a seminar. And your reply was, oh yes. But they will feel. They will feel my listener is not good. You actually, what he said and what you replied, both makes the communication in a good platform. Both makes. Suppose he said, yesterday I had gone to a seminar, and you answered, oh wow, what was it? How was it? Your curiosity to know that will actually build a nice conversation in them. A good conversation between two people is the means of a nice communication in these two men. Good conversation, not argument. Argument means zero level communication. Discussion means a better communication. Now I'll tell you what is conversation, good conversation, and what is argument. Suppose anyone told you, you are a teacher, suppose anyone tell you, said your teaching style is really not good. What you will say? You will fight to that man? You will bring argument to that? Suppose somebody said, sir, your teaching style is not good. The way you teach to the student, I think that is not good. It should be like this. It should be like that. As a teacher, you are. That's why I'm giving this example. And you should accept it. Suppose no other person, I told you, you are not a good teacher. In that way, the way you are teaching to them, you are not a good teacher. What you will do? You will fight to me. Definitely, I am thinking on you, you will fight to me. But it will prove that you are not a good teacher. I love to see some of you, if you can switch on your video, I can love to see, because it's a good communication. So in a voicing communication, I think I would like to just, if you can switch on some of. So the question was, if I am asking you, see, at that time your answering will advise, your answer will tell definitely, sir, okay, I accept you. I accept your words that I cannot be a good teacher. I am not a good teacher. Or suppose the way I am teaching, maybe not good. I agree with you. If you are giving your agreement, if you are agreeing to anyone, any person, your next step, it will come itself. If you are agreeing, then the next question, try to build up a good relations with the conversation. Try to good. Yes, sir. But if I will, suppose I love to see, if you tell me your wordings, how I can be a good teacher. Or, sir, please give me some way so that I can change myself, so that I can bring myself to the students in a proper way, or to anyone in a proper way. See, teachers, suppose if anybody asks you anything, if anybody point you any questions on your communication level, on your professional styles, at that time there is no way to fight to them. There is the simple way to agree with him or her. Just give your proposal, make yourself agree with them. Yes, what you said was nice. I agree with you. But can you please tell me the way to come out of this? Can you please tell me the way, how can I change myself? The way of changing, build a good conversation. A good conversation in you actually proves that you are a good communicator. It is not that I will agree with him or her, I will be poor, I will be less acknowledged one. Nothing is like that. Give your approval, give your proper agreement. We would be unable to share knowledge or experience with anything outside of ourselves. Common forms of communication include speaking, writing, gestures, touch, and broadcasting. Everything comes, like, common forms are these. Communication not is only how to speak. A better communicator has a good listening power also, has a good, good gestures, body style, that we call body language, touch, and broadcasting. All these are just a part of that. Now I'm coming to the process of communicating on. Process of communication. Communication is the process of sending and receiving information among people. Now, look at these pictures. I have given two parts. One is encode, one is decode. Don't see what I have written there. Just see the part of wording I have written. In that, this is encode. Here you can see encode, and this side, the right side, you can see decode. If you are a good listener, you can, or you should have a decoding power. You are a good sender. You are a good, speaker. You are encoding something good. You are decoding something. Encode and decode means what? I'll tell you. If somebody is saying and I'm listening that one, I'm taking the encoding power in me. I have a good encode system in me. I can listen to him, her, or anyone properly. Why I am listening? You might remember one of the, I think one of scientists, Albert Einstein had said, I can memorize that line about the student. They have said, he had said actually, a student is only that one who can receive all the things and can give it to the others. If you can take anything in you proper way, it will be understood when you can give the same thing to the others. It means what? Your communication level matters. Your communication level means your listening style and delivering. It will actually, they are both relating to each one. So you must not forget it. You should understand what I will speak is actually meet to that one. So first, whatever is said, listen properly. Because if you do not listen, you cannot deliver to the man. Delivering things should be in you. Effective communication. The topic that I have today is effective communication. See, in this one, you must know about this meaning and definitions. Uses of effective communication. Where do we use this one? What is 7 C's of effective communication? I will tell you 7 C's of effective one. And facts about effective communications. We will discuss on these teachers today. So now coming to the next of the thing, meaning and definition. As I said, I will start now this one. I have already told you the definition, but the meaning is what? Effective communication is a two-way process. I said two-way process what? As you are listening, you can give to others. If you are not listening properly, you cannot give to others. And always remember, teachers, you have 2 years to listen properly, but only 1 mouth to deliver. So what is more important, listening or speaking? Listening. Listening is more important than speaking. So please listen everything proper way. It is important to know the psychology of the people you are interacting with, the communication to be effective. If anyone who is sitting in front, what he or she is saying, you can interact to them only in the way if you can give your approval in a nice way. See, suppose I am wishing you to be on your seat or suppose anywhere in just a perfect way. But what you are doing, you are not listening me, you are just moving here and there. Suppose I am talking to you, I am just making this topic. You all are sitting at your home. You are enjoying your duties. You are moving here and there. You cannot understand me. You cannot understand what I am going to say. You must be pointed to the topic. You must be pointed to the man who is sitting with you, who is sitting before you. What he or she is saying, you must listen that one. For communication to be effective, it is necessary to know the circumstances of the counter entity. Effective communication include all the aspects of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic language to appeal the listeners. In the definitions that I already have told you, effective communication is the communication which produces intended to desired result. And result means your speaking level only could be advanced, only could be in the better, only could be very much effective if you can listen everything properly. Uses of communications. What are the uses, teachers? Effective communications helps to understand a person or situation in a better way. You can understand everything properly. You can understand the words of the man. You can understand what anybody is saying to you. If you can listen anything in a proper way, you would have a good thing in your mind. It enables us to solve the differences, build trust and respect in the organizations. wherever you will be. If you have a good communication level, you can, you can build a good relationship wherever you are. Communication level is not only to speak, is not only to listen. It is just to make you in a good way, in a good seat, in a good position, in a good process, in a good way, everything. If you want really to build a relations to anyone, you do not make your face in a, different sides. Maybe the people, suppose anyone is very much annoyed with you. What you will do? The next time you will go and you will show your annoyance again? No. You try to bring smile on your face. If suppose somebody is very much annoyed, he or she is angry with you, and you better know he or she is going to chide me. Suppose you are going to be very much scolded anywhere, put a very little smiling face. Maybe angry people will calm down. Whatever he or she is going to tell you in the way, you will listen that quietly. But maybe if you are giving your smile means, okay, teacher, smiling, laughing. What is the difference between smiling and laughing? Laughing means uselessness with no topic. Smiling needs pause. What is a good smile? I'm telling you. Suppose somebody is speaking to you. Somebody is very much angry on you. He or she is very much angry. What you will do that time? You will listen her or listen him in a very proper way. First listen, then give a little smile. Maybe your smiling can increase the angry level. But you should do what? You should try to understand that it will calm down. It will bring it in a proper level. You will love all these things. Sometimes our message is misunderstood, or we misunderstand the received message. Effective communication helps us to resolve the problem. I said you before a few minutes. Sometimes it happens. What I said, the man in front did not understand. What he said, maybe I did not understand. And this actually bring what a bad relationship between. Misunderstanding level. So don't let anyone to come in between. Let any wrong materials, any wrong ideas in mind, if it is there, try to make it clear. If it will be clear, definitely you will be in a good relation. Try to bring relations good with the communication. It's a better communication. Effective communication helps us to connect well with kids, spouse, boss, colleagues, and everywhere. I told you, good communication is not required in only office, at home also, on the road also, at any shop. Why not if we are talking to a rickshaw puller? Even they need it. Have you seen any rickshaw puller talking to you in a wrong way? Maybe any frustrated man, any frustration. Suppose any frustrated man came to you and asked you something. Suppose you are very much frustrated to anything. You went to anyone. What you said in the way, you don't know what you said. But the man, suppose the man who is listening to you, if he will be a good communicator, if he has a good communication level, he will accept your angerness. He will accept, and then what he will say, what he will reply, that actually will turn up your angerness. You are very much angry to me. You will chide on me. Definitely, what I will do, I will bring an argument. I will start talking on the same topic. No, it means I have a zero communication level. I don't understand these things. I will accept whatever you say. I will accept. Maybe in the later of the time, I will come to you, I will discuss to you, I will tell to you. Yes, whatever you said, actually, I could not understand that time, but please let me make understand. If you get that point, it will bring what? Two things: a good relationship, a good conversation, and where there is a good conversation, there is a good relationship, and where there is a good relationship, there is a effective communication. And effective communication in you makes you extraordinary. It helps us in decision making teachers. Now I'm coming to this one. 7 C's that I told you. What is this? First is completeness, conciseness, considerations, clarity, concreteness, courtesy, and correctness. We will come to this point one by one. So come see this one. What is completeness? The information conveyed in the message should be complete for the communications to be effective. See, whatever you are saying to this, it should be in a proper way. You be here. The sender must take into considerations the receiver's mindset and convey the message accordingly. See, receiver's mindset. This one you should understand, teachers. It never matters what I am saying, the people will take in the same way. Whatever you are actually saying to the people, he or she will not accept in the way you are saying. So sometimes you should understand the mindset of the people who are sitting or who is sitting before you. You should understand it. Complete communication enhances the reputations of the organizations. If you have a good communication, so definitely you will understand the reputations of the organizations, because it actually build a good relations, and good relations enhance the level, the reputations level of any of the organizations. Complete information always gives additional informations. Wherever required, it leaves no questions in the minds of the receiver. What I said, the way you are giving your information, if you are trying to understand the mindset of the people in front of you, if you can understand the mindset of the people, you can definitely understand what he can receive at that moment. Maybe he or she requires some counseling. Maybe he or she requires your good words. Why we meet everyone and why we say good morning? This is one thing that actually brings us in a good relations. Good morning is not that, yes, tomorrow I am meeting, I will say good morning. It is not like that. It is just the first word that can build a good relationship, good conversation the whole day. Because a good wording, a good relations, a good monotonous power between two peoples will actually bring everything in a good process. Complete information helps in better decisions making, as it serves all the desired and crucial information. Complete information persuade the audience. See, teachers, what is that? It actually persuades us. It gives some knowledge points. If you are listening to them, being quietly, if you are listening to them, you will try to understand. See, suppose somebody said, when somebody said you don't start at the same time, to take in your mind, because pause in our life is very much important. Take a pause every time. Take a pause. You are talking to anyone, you are discussing anything to anyone, everything needs a pause. That is why it is said, think before you speak. What you said, think first. Don't think after you said. It will make you feel saying sorry. And sorry, zero. Sorry means zero communication. What makes you feel sorry, it means somewhere you are wrong. I can understand. Communication needs sorry, but not after feelings. If somebody is proving you wrong, say sorry at that time. But if you are saying someone something and then feeling sorry, it is a bad communication. It will just bring a bad relation. And where there is bad relation, there will be argument. There is argument, there is no conversation level. No conversation means fights and everything will come to an end. So teachers always try to understand what is a persuading power, what is a persuading abilities in us. Now, after that one, I will tell you, first I said, see, consciousness. What is this one? Consciousness means communicating what you want to convey in least possible words. Something abbreviating. You know, you can close the conversation. If anybody is very much in annoying way, you can close the conversation in one word. Or if you want, you can take it to the argument also. If somebody said, no, you are not good here. Now see, one word. Yes, sir, I agree. The conversation lasts. So how can you say I am not good here? How did you say? If you are questioning, question will bring argument. Question will bring bad relation. Bad relation will prove you are not a good communicator. You can close the communication. You can close the argument in one word. If somebody said you are not doing good, accept it. Agree with them. Your agreement will prove that you are a good one. So always prove yourself in one word. Concise. Try to concise it. Abbreviate the words. Keep your words in a brief, simple way. No need to speak too much, because I already told you, speaking level should be lower than the listening level. How many mouths we have? One. How many ears we have? Two. So what should be greater? What should be more? We should listen more. We should speak less. Consciousness is a necessity for effective communications. It is important. We should speak less. It is important. Now, conscious informations, communications provide source and essential message in limited words. We must be limited when we speak. Its message is more appealing, comprehensive to the audience, and the concise messages are non-repeated in nature. If you can speak in a less amount, if you have a good wording to speak someone, it will make you good one. Now we are coming to the next point, that is considerations. Effective communication must take audience into considerations by knowing the viewpoint, background, mindset, educational level, etc. In one word I said mindset. I will tell you all about that. First one is the viewpoints. I said a listener should have this one, viewpoints. You should understand what the man is giving to us. If you are really being a good listener, you will be really a good relation builder. So listen the thing properly. Background doesn't matter. This one, the background means what background I am telling you. You don't think for I am talking to any personal background. Background means the level of communication. I understand about your communication that is not good. Now I will try to put in a right stage, in a good stage. Mindset. Both should understand the mindset of each one. I should understand the mindset of the people who are in front of us. He or she should understand the mindset of us. Mindset is very much important. Educational level. Educational level gives this one on a right track, puts it on a right track. You cannot talk to an illiterate one. Illiterate one, sometimes they do not understand. They will be rigid on the words. That I said, na, rigidness means what? Argument. Argument means what? Zero communication level. It's better not to talk to them. One who can bring argument between, stop talking to them. Where there is argument, you try to understand. Wrong argument, useless argument. Argument sometimes should be good also. Useless argument that actually prove our educational level, that actually tells that our mindset is not good. It should be in a good stage. Consideration implies stepping into the shoes of others. See, teachers, stepping into the shoes of others. It actually proves. Now, in the next thing, how I will be there. Stepping into the shoes of others in two ways you can take. One for good thing. So, I should understand what consideration ensures that self-respect of the audience is maintained and their emotions are not harmed. Consider the needs and requirement of the audience to achieve effective communications. So, consideration is also one of the most powerful weapons. See. Now, relating to all that, few things that comes as a barrier, overcoming the barriers of effective communications. What is that? In effective communication skills, I have told you here, there are many things. First, if you want to see from the top to that one, connecting with the audience, and how I will connect, how I will bring a interest in that. Interest among all that. Simple words. First, if I want to bring interest to that one, start with a simple word. If you want to bring a good potential relationships, starts with a simple words. Your body languages, smile, eye contact, gestures, tones, everything should be in good word. I told you in the line, if somebody asks you any questions, if you do not understand, doesn't matter, you do not understand what he or she said to you. You put your body language. First thing, somebody said to you anything, you started rotating like this, watching this side, looking at some points, diverting your ideas in different ways. It will not help you to understand. It will not help you to speak to someone, or somebody will not listen to you. You should, if you actually want anyone, he will or she will listen to you, you must speak in the way he or she will understand. Mindset is important. Viewpoint is important. Observation of the mind is important. These three things are most important things. What said? Mindset of the people. Another what I said, overviewing the things. And third one is what? Third one is what? It's just I said. Third one is observation. If you have observed the things, you can understand. Cultural sensitivity, checking for understanding, seeking participations. It comes with good listening. Participations actually comes with a good listening. You all can understand. If you are a good listener, you will love to participate anywhere. Doesn't matter who is there. You might be watching some TV programs. There are not 2 years child, 4 years child, 7 years child, 9 years child, 20. You love to see them. You love to hear their words. Why? At that time, does the ages matter? No. At that time, you think, I have a good words. At that time, you think, I have a good seeking level of participations. I can listen anything. If you can listen, then only you can sit. If you do not have a good listening power, you cannot sit anywhere for a longer time. So you must increase your listening power. Effective questions, I said, questions are not bad teachers. If anybody is questioning you on your work, on your level of speaking, on your relationship, anybody is questioning, what matters? It matters how you are giving the answers to them, how you are trying to put your words to them. That matters actually. So questioning levels should be good. If somebody question how you are replying, that matters. You are replying in a way to close mode. See, I will tell you one more thing: open question and close questions, open answering and close answering. There are two things that is important part of communication. Two things are there: open questioning, close questioning. Open questioning, if somebody is doing, it will come to what? It will come to argument. Close questioning has a very set answers. A close questioning can never bring wrong argument. Now, summarizing what has been said. Summarizing needs pause. If you listen to anyone, you definitely can understand what he or she is saying. So try to put your words in that way. Try to put the things in your mind, because if your mind is accepting the things, you will definitely love the things. Various stages of listening. I said you, I will tell you even the differences. Listening has stages, teachers. First is hearing. Now I will tell you what is difference between hearing and what is difference between listening. If you are listening something, I will tell you in the later on. If you are listening something, you can listen by closing your ears also. कान बंद करके भी सुन सकते हैं. Focusing on the message, not the person. Comprehending and interpreting, analyzing and evaluating, responding, remembering. Everything are just the part of listening.
खत्म हो गया आपका ट्रेनिंग.
Must understand.
आप कब बोल रहे हैं ट्रेनिंग? हाँ.
In between of the class, you must not forget for your muteness. Please keep it. Coming to the point, what is listening? Listening is the absorptions of the meanings of words and sentences by the brain. I told you, keeping close your ears, sometime you can listen. It is not mean that really I will close. If I close simply, I cannot listen to anything. You must listen the words, but you should just keep that one in your mind. If it is coming as a good result, if you have listened to the people, you can answer in a proper way. If you are answering anything in a proper way, you have listened to that. If somebody said, and you being shocked at that time, yes, what you said, sometimes we actually do that. If somebody, and definitely if something is being told, we are in just a slumber mode. We are, being on our place, we are enjoying to the Red Fort. Sometimes, so being on your place, if you are in active mood, you can answer anything in a second. And answering anything in a second proves that you are a good listener. And if you want to enjoy yourself, being on a seat, watching a movie, you are not a good listener. If you are not a listener, your communication level is 0. In the thing, I want to show you one diagram. See, what are the amounts? Writing amount, it's a part of 9%. Reading 16%. Speaking 30%. And listening 45%. Now you can judge yourself. What is most important? Most important is what? Listening. Then speaking. If all the time you are listening, being quiet, you have nothing to say, people will prove you are not. Simply they will say, yes, he or she doesn't have a level of communication. It should be in a proper amount, all that it had been given there. Path for a good communication. In the way I told you, it should be in the way, the importance I will also make you understand. So keep knowing about that one. See, in this thing, next thing, part of actually our words, if want to say, the important things I want to say, these are the part of our life. And the part starts with simply the good communications that I said this one. So now I am coming to the levels of some diagrams. This one I proved you, that one in before I have told you the way I need it. Now the same thing is in the percentage I have just clearance, and the word of conclusions that comes with us. A man is seldom better than his conversation. If you are conversing in a wrong way, you definitely are in a not positions. So that you should come to the way, level of the things you should be discussed on the way. Now, importance of listening. If we were supposed to talk more than listen, if we are supposed to talk more than listens, definitely you must have understood we would have been given 2 mouths and 1 ear. This is a good word told by Mark Twain. 2 mouths and 1 ear. But what we have? 1 mouth and 2 ears. Communication factors. These factors are methods, mass, and audiences. You better to go with these one. If you have a good methods, you can bring in a mass amount, you can create a good audience around. What makes you a good communicator? This one now you will have to understand. What makes you a good communicator, teachers? Active listener, effective presenter, and quick thinker, a win-win negotiator. A word is there, a win-win negotiator. You must know properly how to win the heart of the people who anybody is saying with you. 6 ways of using non-verbal communication skills effectively. Some major areas of non-verbal behaviors to explore are eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, postures and body orientations, proximity, paralinguistic, and humor. All you must know. It is all the thing. I have come to the point. Now I am just giving you to keep this all in your mind. Values of listening. See, values of listening is what we have discussed here. Listening to the others is an pleasant art. Good listening reflects courtesy and good manners. You must listen. Listening is everything. Listening is the part of you making a good communicators. Listen everything properly. Because if you listen, you will definitely become a good communicator. Values of listening now I will discuss. The result of pure listening skills could be disastrous in business, employment, and social relations. Poor listening. If you are not listening, you will react. And if you react, your bad reactions no one will accept. Your good reaction people can accept. So accept in a good way. If you are accepting, if you are reacting, you must have the acceptance power. If you only react, you do not have acceptance power, you are definitely a poor in listening, a poor in communication. Good listenings can eliminate a number of imaginary grievances of influence. I told you now. Suppose I am talking to you. We are this time having discussions on this point. Suppose this point, and now suppose in my mind, now this time Narendra Modi is going. So what I will discuss? Maybe sometime my mind will be that side. I will not be discussing on that. We will be discussing for what? For our Prime Minister. So we all the time should understand that wherever we are, we must be focusing on the point. If you are focusing, if you have a good listening, your wrong imaginations will come out. Itself it will come out. And it will give you what? It will give you a good relationship. To the people, it will give you a good relationship. Good listening skills can improve social relations and conversations. I said, already I have told you. If you want this one, it will just make you understand. So don't forget that how you should do this one. Listening is a positive activity rather than a passive or negative activity. Definitely it's a positive form of that one. If you can listen, you can give everything in a proper form. See, the form that I am going to tell you, essential of communications. Always think ahead about what you are going to say, that I told you. What should we do, teachers? Now I have pointed something that you should do and you should not do. I have tick mark here so that you should do. If you want really to be a good communicator, you should do these things. You should think first. Use simple word and phrase that are understood by everybody. If your words are accepted or not. If you can think this, definitely your word will be in a good way. Your word will be simple and very loving. Increase your knowledge on all subjects you are required to speak. If you are asked something you don't know, but you will give, suppose I don't know anything and I will say all the time, yes, I know. This will bring what? This will put you on a wrong side, in a slang side. Speak clearly and audibly. Don't murmur. Don't murmur with any point. If something is you being asked, speak in a way that should be clear and audible to the people. You should do things. Another thing, check twice with the listeners whether you have been understood accurately or not. Whatever you have said, ask to them, you have listened it properly or not. If not, speak again. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. Tell them. They will understand. If they are not listening, they cannot understand. So make the listening power on your mouth. Sometimes our word creates our word actually creates what? A good surroundings. What I am saying, the surroundings will be good. If I am using the words that will hurt the people, definitely they will not listen. They will not bring a good seat with us. So we must bring a good words on our mouth in the beginning. If we want them to listen, if we want others to give us our feelings in a good way, in a positive form, they can understand you only if your words are good. In case of an interruptions, always do a little recap what has been already said. We are human beings. We need nothing but interruptions will come. And the man who is actually forwarding or leading anything must have this one in knowledge. If someone or somebody could not listen you, by somehow he or she could not listen you, at that time, what is your duty? You should give them a loving knowledge. You can make them understand. This is our moral nature. Always pay undivided attention to the speaker while listening. Undivided attention means, when sometime you are on seat and sometime is before you, whatever you are speaking, they are not keeping in their mind. It is not only their fault. They are not listening you. It is not their fault. Maybe it is your fault also. Why? Because your wording has not the sense of speaking. The way you are speaking, maybe that is not in the good way. That's why your students are not receiving your things. You must keep your mind pointing to the students. Yes, whatever I am speaking, our students should understand this one. So always keep this. Make your students, make your students stick to your words. They will feel attractive to you. It will be good to understand teachers. Essential components to understand. It should be done also. It should be done also. While listening, always make note of important points. It is so many times we are also told, if some heads, they are speaking something, they are giving us something, we must put down, we must note down. Because why? They're human being. I told you, maybe mistaken takens, it will be received. So keep in your notes. It will memorize you. Always ask the clarifications if you have failed to grasp others' points of view. If you have not understood, try to understand. Repeat what the speaker has said to check whether you have understood accurately or not. See what we should not do. Do not instantly react or mutter something in anger. Do not react to teachers. Do not mutter on the words. We have told you so many times. Do not use technically term and technologies not understood by measure of people. Do not speak too fast or too slow. Do not speak in inaudible surroundings as you won't be heard. If you are a good one, you should keep all these things in your mind. Do not assume that everybody understands you. What you are saying doesn't matter, that you are good all the time. It is not the good thing that whatever I am saying all the time I will be perfect. You should understand the level of understanding of others. I am a good level of understanding one. I can understand everything in a good thing. But I should think what? Whom I am giving, whom I am delivering, they are keeping this or not. It should be also. So if you want in that way, you must do that. While listening, do not glance here and there. It might distract the speakers. We must not glance out of the words. Do not interrupt the speaker and do not jump to the conclusion that you have understood everything. See, sometimes we have that. Suppose you are watching some movie, you are now somebody else is watching. What do you do? Yes, after this will happen. After this, that will happen. After this, that will happen. Oh, what is that? If you know, you tell, I will stop. That time you might have heard this kind of reaction. So definitely we must not jump. If somebody is saying you have been understood, you have understood it all, you must be quiet and to listen to them all. Now is what to say? How to improve existing level of communications. Improve your languages. Improve pronunciation. Work on voice modulations. Work on body language. Read more and listen more. The more I will tell you, listen more. You must work on body languages. Your body language is, I think, not good, then you cannot understand anything. You should love to listen, you should love to reply. If you are listening good, definitely you will reply good. How to improve existing level of communications? The next form, avoidance, interactions, improve and practices, all should be in our mind. Reading or watching or listening unwanted literature, gossips, media presentations, you should avoid these things. Interact what? We should interact with the qualitative people. You must love the words what they will tell you. You must be interactive with the words what a qualitative man has said. Improve on your topic of discussions. Whatever is your topic, it should be in a good way if there is a good conversation. And good conversation comes with what? It comes with discussions. Improve. Practice meditations and good thoughts. How to improve it one? Think and speak. We should think, then to speak. Do not speak too fast. Use simple vocabulary. Do not speak only to impress someone. You are good, I understand. Maybe the people will not understand. Maybe your student will not understand. Maybe somebody or some other one will not understand. So never try to impress anyone. Try to build a good communication in you. Look presentable and confident. If all these things are good, you should understand everything good. And I think if you can bring all these things in you, you definitely can understand, you definitely can bring a good communication in you. And hope so, this session will bring some changes in you. This session will bring some very effective things in you. You can bring very important knowledges. You can bring some important things that will make you really a very effective communicator. And because we are a teacher, we must have a good communication level. If that is fine, it should be fine. Thank you very much for this session. You all joined, you all gave your precious time. It was really thankful to see all of you. Thank you very much to join me, teachers.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Very
you,
nice,
sir.
very effective, and very
Thank you,
useful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Roshan sir. It was really a very informative session for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ma'am. Now, after a few minutes, you will be with an assessment. So fill that assessment properly. It must be based on the things that you have gone through the topic today. So fill that one properly. Thank you once again. Thank you very much, teachers.
Thank you, sir.